What is going on, man? It is your boy Manu back again with another banger, right, guys? I haven't been uploaded in a while. I got really sick. I had to get tested for COVID and all that. I'm okay. I'm back. I'm trying to get you guys some good content. I hope you enjoyed the last video. You seem to really like those creative map videos, so please type down below if you did. Guys, today's video is going to be a little different. It's me live coaching and what went through my mind when I was coaching this player. He's part of the Atlantis Discord where I host scrims in, by the way. So if you guys want to play some stacked scrims, you can join the Atlantis Discord. I'll leave the link down below. But basically, this is going to be a how to play endgame style of video because these are zone rule scrims. You can't fight until the fourth zone, so you can practice your end game. Correct? If you like this video, guys, type the thumbs up, click thumbs up, not type it. What am I saying? We want to get this to 100 likes. All right, so if you can do that for me, I'd appreciate it. I'm not going to go over the whole loot path and all that Tweet did because I'm going to call him Tweet. His name is Tweetings. I'm just going to go over what you do once the zone rules open, right? So you in scrims, most of the scrims you can't fight until fourth zone opens unless you're doing a ladder. So what here you want to do, let me just fast forward here. So as you can see, the fourth zone just opened and he was full on mats, right? So he did not need to do anything. What I typically like to do is make sure that he gets fourth zone by telling him on third zone, hey, make sure your center zone based up in brick or steel, whatever you like, so that in fourth zone, you don't have to move. You can just analyze what's going on. So most of the time on the fourth zone, he just sits in a cone like this, correct? So if we go into drone free, you're just trying to analyze what's going on, right? So here he a little bugged. He got a pre-edit done. Nevertheless, he has a good amount of mats, like 1400 mats, and he's just based up, right? You can let people fight next to you, but you want to be based up, ready to go, so that when like this game is not that stacked. There's only 35 people, but you know, it's kind of replicating what you're going to face in the Nikkei 30 Cup in the first few games because it's a very heavy placement oriented cup, right? So as you can see, he got a max pull. You always want to make sure if you don't have mobility, you move and you look around you, right? So if you don't have mobility, you can try to wait for other people to start rotating and you can try to mirror off of their base, correct? Like, let's say Occult Vega doesn't have mobility and he starts like tarping towards here. You can use that tarp for yourself. You want to be smart because if you move now without mobility, you'll probably get beamed by everybody. But Tweet actually didn't have shockwaves, didn't have crash pads, but he had something I love. It's spicy fish. So you guys, anyone can fish and those are pretty common. So you want to at least have a spicy fish or a pepper. Those are incredible for endgame, right? So what I told him, what my call was here is, hey, you know what? You're gonna pop this spicy fish when the zone's about to close. Go into zone here and then go in from the dead side so that no one can really see you. Obviously, you don't want to get focused, so you want to build the right way, right? So he did that. He went in. He took a bit too much storm damage, but look at this area. Look at this. It's all open for him, rather than trying to go through the middle where there's people on ruins that are waiting for him, right? So he does this, he gets shot here. Guys, if you ever get shot and you're trying to get ahead, always use ramps. Don't use walls like Tweeting did here because you have to stop to build walls. But if you use ramps, you can put a ramp and go from the left or the right side of the ramp. So right here, as you see, he's getting shot. He's using a lot of walls. I don't like this. I called it out when I was live coaching him. Hey, don't use walls, use ramps instead. It's easier. So right here, he's just protecting his back. The people on the mountain can't really shoot him because of the angle. And he's in. I told him, look, don't worry, use your mats. We'll get your refresh. But you want to get into the first moving zone because that's when a lot of people start getting to shambles, right? So once he gets in here, I tell him to pop his big. And let's go into gameplay now. And I'm actually gonna slow this down to 1x. So that you guys could see. So what's in his head now, right? So oops, sorry about the little mic noise there. What's in his head right now is he got first moving, right? It pulls back towards him. It could have pulled the other way, but it doesn't. So a lot of people need to come back towards him. So I told him, look, the only enemy right now is the storm. You still have around, like, I think 700, 800 mats. So I said to use up your mats. And then you want to think of a rule of thumb when you have 300 mats left, either have someone on your call it out, or you just see it and then you got to start looking for refreshes. So what I told him is get ahead and look down and keep moving. Right there, he wasn't ready, but he could have gotten an easy pump shot on that guy, but he wasn't ready, so it's fine. So he got ahead. I told him get ahead, get ahead, get ahead. That's the words you got to keep saying, right? Right here, I saw that he was on a super low layer and that his builds were going to go into the ground, so I told him to build up a layer, right? So as you could see, he builds up a layer, overbuilding kind of. He could have just done a double ramp and been fine. Nevertheless, it's okay. He's not that experienced, but he's trying to get into it, right? So right here, he gets ahead. ahead. He's still getting ahead, and he has a he could, if this was me, I would have just jumped and walked in it, because there's a lot of people not looking, right? But when you don't have that experience, you want to be ready. So nevertheless, he got ahead, and first moving's done, and he has like 400 mats. So I told him, look, now's the time to look for a refresh so you don't end up getting screwed. So I told him go low ground, because in low ground, guys, you have two type of people. You have the people that are already dead and leaving their loot because they're on low ground and they have no mats, which is siphon loot, or you have people that are looking for kills, but they don't have enough mats to build, so they go low ground. Right there, he got lucky, exactly what I said. He found siphon loot, and it actually got like 400 mats out of this. And I told him, get on a good layer right here, right? You want it, layering is super important. If not, you can get pumped because someone's sitting in a cone or whatever. You always want to be in a good layer, and you want to be in hard mats when possible, right? Right here, I had to tell him switch, but he had to have that instinct. Hey, no, right here, he's getting on a bad layer. When you see that you're getting on a bad layer, something like this, right? Let's just, when you're getting on a bad layer, right? So tweeting is correctly right here. So people, you want to instantly change layers, and he took time here. He kind of glitched. His brain kind of glitched, but he did change layers. He elevated one, and he keeps going. So you want to change layer. Layering is an extremely important word. And then he was low on mats. He kind of got aggressive, so he started W keying this kid, which is I'm okay with. But what I would like him to do is maybe watch his back first, because he could have had someone behind him, right? Ideally, he doesn't here, but he didn't know. He didn't even look. So in a more stacked game, you want to always be careful of your surrounding, because people are shambles, right? So here he goes above. I like what he does here. He actually puts a cone, goes in and pumps this person, actually gets the refresh he needed. And he did take some storm damage, which is fine, right? I told him, look, go in, take the storm damage, it's fine, but make sure you pick up the mats. One thing you want to know is switch to your pickaxe when you kill someone, so that you can pick up all the loot without swapping your guns. You want to know that. Switch to your pickaxe. After that refresh, he's good, but he has 34 HP, but he has big pots. I knew that. So his goal right now is to watch out for height, go down maybe second layer. I don't like being ultimate low, because when you're ultimate low, your build's going on the ground, like I said earlier. And right here, he's actually doing a good job staying on the second layer. I told him, get ahead a bit and pop your big pot, right? Because you want to make sure you have enough heals for that next refresh. So he starts popping it, and he's good, right? He got it off, and right here, he's just getting ahead, right? Someone came from behind him, he didn't know. And this comes back to the layering thing. So you have to always make sure you're on a clean layer. Tweeting can do a lot better job at that, but hey, it's one of his first scrims, so he was still learning, right? We were live coaching him on his ear. We were 3 people. It was super fun. So right here, I told him, pop another big, but I don't think you're going to get it off, so try your best. And I think he got pressured, so it's fine. But he does have a good amount of health right now, given that it's like 3rd moving zone, right? It's a 9th zone. So I told him, look, start going low ground and frag out. Obviously, I don't love that he's just walking into other people's builds, but I don't think he had enough mats here, right? And bam, he 220'd him, and he got kind of rushed, and I believe he forgot some mats. Right here, he forgot a lot of brick, and that is something I need you guys to remember. When you kill someone, you get 50 health. Why not take an extra second to look for some heals? Even if you take 10 tick, it's fine. Make sure you take everything, because you might have floppers that you leave behind, all right? And that can cost you a lot. So right here, I had to force him, go back, and he took 10 tick, but hey, guess what? He got like 100 something brick out of it, right? And now he's able to build, and now he's able to heal, and then he's gonna have a good opportunity to win this end game, because he has almost full heals and he has a good amount of mats. I don't like that he shot with the SMG when a pickaxe shot can hit for 75, because he didn't have time to reload it. That could have been detrimental if the other player was really good, right? Right here, he 220 someone in the mouth, and he has low ammo. Like his SMG is not full, his pump needs to be reloaded. So I told him, get on a good layer and reload your guns. All right, that's the most important thing, because you have 1 or 2 shots left. Right here, he's starting to reload when he's going down and taking damage. He could have just boxed up there and taken some reload time, correct? But nevertheless, the idea was there, and then it came into a 50-50 battle and 220'd him. Guys, aim train is important. My last video, if you haven't seen it, click right here in the outro, or right now, and you're gonna see it. It's on shotgun aim, right? So I hope you guys enjoyed this style of video. If you want me to live coach people and maybe replicate it, maybe you guys could send me your own VOD. So tell me if you like this. Guys, I've been streaming on Twitch, getting a lot of viewers, hosting good stacked scrims. So if you want to play, twitch.tv Manua12. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you have any feedback for me, I'd appreciate it.